So sorry guys, we had to stop that video and I don't have ability to edit right now, so we're just gonna make a part 1. The one we just made a second ago would be part 1, and this one will be part 2. We're still just gonna do pretty much the same thing though, right?
Yeah.
If you want to know more like about our bows and like what we're pulling and just all that kind of stuff, go back to the part 1 video, it's on our channel.
Also, if you guys want to see hunting videos, leave it in the comments, because I will be bow hunting from August 26th.
No,
it's August 20 something to September something. I'm sorry, we don't know the exact dates, but we're in Oregon, and so it's kind of hard, but definitely if I kill something or one of my family members kill something,
or even I'll kill something, you guys will know about it.
Yeah, and plus, if I can get my stepmom's footage off of her little, she has a camera that goes right where her stabilizer would go, which this is called stabilizer, by the way, and it has a camera that goes inside there, and it screws in, and then you hit a button and it plays. So if I can get some footage from that, then we'll be
playing it for you guys. Yeah. And I think I'll be able to edit soon, because I'm gonna talk to my aunt and see if I can start using her laptop to edit. So I'll be able to edit for you guys and make better videos. But my old phone, which I was filming in, was horrible, and it was like really old. But now my new phone, I got the new Pixel XL, and I can shoot in 30 or 60 frames a second, and I've been shooting in 60 this video, and I shot it in 30 last video. So comment down below which you guys would like better, either 30 or 60 frames per second.
And this arrow was the one that was a pill for me to turn. I just turned it, so it's not going to make much of a difference. But still, it's going to make some of a difference.
What are you shooting at?
The copain wood.
Oh.
And so this was my muddy arrow. Oh, and that's our neighbor Chuck.
That they don't like.
Not really. And this is the arrow that did something funky the last time. Now it's shooting good. And so.
And yes, we do realize that there's horses back there, and yeah, we just have to be really careful. So we've been very careful.
Well, all my Easton. Oh yeah, and guys, I forgot to tell you the brand of these. These are Easton Axis. You can get these if you go to Prineville, local store, Bullseye Firearms. If you haven't heard it on the radios,
or you can go to Top Pin.
Or Top Pin.
There it is.
Well, finally got one on camera of me hitting the lid.
That was a good shot. That was a really good shot.
So, now it's Tyson's
my turn.
So, yeah. Oh yeah, and I don't have my mom's shoes on. I got my actual shoes on now, so.
Yeah. He finally got his shoes on.
Yeah.
I'll just shoot for a group in the top, or the bottom right on the white target. Ooh, hold that. Okay, now I'll just aim for that arrow, so that way I can still hold the group.
Oh, and guys, if you want another video, I'll do a video of tips and tricks how to like get your bow sighted in kind of correctly. If any of you guys out there are bow hunters. Oh, and he just hit the target, and so it doesn't look like I hit the lid. I just nicked the lid with one of my fletchings.
He did hit the arrow, or he did hit the lid. Just didn't super directly hit it.
Yeah. But I promise I'll get you one with me hitting the lid. That 3 arrows?
Yeah.
So, the pink fletchings or the orange with American flag is mine, and
Mine
the
are
green.
red, white, and green and white.
Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like this wrapper on the shoe can lid. I cut it with a fletching because, you know, it was right here.
Not a fletching, you just barely.
Or, yeah, like it looks like I just ticked it with the arrow barely. And this is Tyson's grouping, and this is my grouping, which my grouping's kind of terrible. So,
My grouping's better, but I'm not shooting super good today.
And if you guys do archery 4-H, I don't recommend pulling 2 arrows out at the same time because you will get in trouble.
Yeah. Except we know our instructor on a more personal level because we're buddies with him, with his son. So he's pretty cool at this, and he's really nice.
Hang on, I got a call.
Is it Riley?
Yeah, it's my sister. Hang on.
Okay, so we got it. She just called him because she rode her 4-wheeler over to a friend's house, and the battery was dead. So we told her to make sure to leave it idling to make sure the battery didn't die. And she was just calling him to let him know it started right back up. So
yeah,
and she was the one that ruined the last video because she called me needing help to put gas in the 4-wheeler.
Yeah, she could have called me, but she decided to call him instead.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Probably because your deal was first. So,
Probably.
now, I kind of want to step back to 30, but, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to step back to 30 with these arrows, so I'm probably going to stick for 20 for a little bit more, and then we'll go back to 30.
Yeah, we'll stick for 20 for a little bit.
Ooh.
Only thing bad about the 60 frames per second is if I zoom in, which you guys would see when I zoomed in on the horse, and when I just zoomed in there, it gets really, really blurry and doesn't focus.
And guys, if your bow poundage, if you're trying to draw your bow back, like up here, don't do it. Turn your bow back down. It's a serious issue, especially if you go to state like I did. The guy made me turn my bow down 3 full turns.
Which then that threw his pins off, and then he wasn't able to shoot as good.
So, you want to be able to pull your bow back like I just did, straight.
Perfectly flat and not moving it.
Ooh, I pulled that one.
I was going to say, that didn't look very good.
Yeah, that was my fault. Not my bows. My arrow got stuck in the bench.
Yeah, I'm sitting on it. Yeah. See, watch how he draws his bow back this time, guys. Just nice, smooth, and fluid and flat.
Oh, and guys, my bow has a let off, so I can hold this forever. Like 80-some% let off.
Yeah, mine has a 65 because his bow is newer than mine.
I just hit that.
My bow is way older than his, but what to do? I shoot just a little bit better because he hunts, so he practices more at farther yardages than I do, and I practice at just 10, 15, and 20 for archery competition.
But archery competition, they make you shoot 50, so, I mean...
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, at state.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
And it doesn't, like... I'm more comfortable shooting farther yardages.
I'm comfortable with it, but I just need to move my pins right now. Because remember, there for a while, I was taking pokes at 60 and 70.
Yeah.
But I had to move my sight because I threw it off.
And
I was moving my sight I was trying to move it just a little bit to the right, and I was taking out the wrong screw, and the next thing I know, I turned it like a quarter of a turn, and it fell off my bow. So I had to start from scratch and redo everything.
Yeah, and if you see this right here, the shin mark, barely can see it.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad thing. It's just you're holding your bow like this, really close to your string.
And you want to try to have your elbow bent a little bit so you don't do that.
You kind of want your, like, if I was to, here, I'll grab another arrow.
Like here, I'll film from behind him so you can really see. Or kind of in front of him a little bit.
Okay. So I got another arrow from my station.
I'm standing so sketchily on this edge.
So when I pull my bow back, even if you have to, instead of your arm being like this, because I've had it to where my string has completely stopped on my arm. and it threw my arrow off so bad. See that field out there? Yeah, it's still somewhere out in that field.
Yeah, right out there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and that's on our property, so.
Okay, see how his arm isn't perfectly straight? It's got a little bit of a bend. It's so that way when he lets his release go and the string travels forward, it doesn't try to travel through your arm, because that doesn't feel good.
No. Mom's arm, it has literally a black and blue bruise this big from shooting a bow that the draw length was too big.
Too long.
Yeah,
too long of a draw length. Don't shoot too short of a draw length or too long of a draw length, guys, because that can really, really hurt you and or your bow.
Yeah, and also, like this, when you see this gap right here, you want those to try and be as even as possible. And if it's uneven, noticeably uneven, just max your bow out and back it down the amount of turns you need to whatever poundage you need it at or want it at.
And what you do is you max it all the way out, and then what you do from there is you only do it half a turn at a time.
Yeah.
Because if you do a full turn or 2 or 3 turns, you can throw off your limbs, and then you can throw off your cans and possibly throw a string.
Yeah.
But
like our archery guy we know, and also check your arrows, bend them when you get done.
yeah, so that make sure they're not cracked so you don't get splinters in your hand.
Yeah, because our archery leader, he put an arrow right through his hand.
With just full of carbon fiber splinters.
Yeah. All right, I'll let you shoot if you want
All right.
to shoot. So this video is one of our longest videos yet. We should probably cut it some.
We'll probably make a part 1, part 2, and part 3.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna.
Part 1, that one, and then part 2, this one, and then part 3 will be moving out.
And see, guys, right here, his arm is bent. It helps. Well, yeah, it helps, and also a level when you shoot farther yardages.
Yeah, level really helps. I have a level 1 mine.
Yeah, which we'll demonstrate that in part 3 when we're shooting 30 and 40 yards, potentially 50 yards.
Yeah, depending on
how well we're feeling about shooting further yards. Because personally, my dad says I can only shoot 40, but I can actually shoot more. It's just because I have more pins, and that was a nice shot.
Shooting high, maybe then move my 20.
And he says I just need to go no more than 40, and if it's more than 40 yards, then I will just have to adjust for it. So it is what it is. Listen to your parents if we have younger viewers, and that's a nice grouping as well.
If that other one, if I wouldn't have pulled it.
Yeah, and if you wouldn't have pulled it, that grouping would have told a lot about his arrows and if they were hitting high. But 2 out of 3 arrows in a really tight grouping is really good. And
then the other one's stuck in the tree.
Yeah. Where's it at?
It's right here. It's in the tree.
Yeah, his arrow
It skipped good, so it
yeah,
barely stuck.
see, his arrow skipped off the top of this like this.
So luckily it
And-
wasn't stuck too much in the target, and it's still good. See, bending it pretty good, and it's not cracking
Yeah.
or popping or anything. So
Yeah, my grouping was not that good. As you can see, my third shot off camera. Well, that was my third shot, but I was really close to the can because the can lid was sitting right there, and you can actually physically see how it was sitting. There's a dent.
it looks like you shot it with a BB gun.
I know, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Trust me, guys.
We know you know. You guys heard it. So it is
If I have to, I'll shoot it again with my bow.
just the way the dent was.
And my target's really easy to pull arrows out of because just, if you can see these holes that have different lines, it's not because arrows, like their fletchings, are passing through.
It's because there's a broadhead.
Yeah. Like what he explained earlier. And the broadheads, if you guys are wondering, that I'm shooting for hunting season, are just two blade fixed blade.
Yeah, I
So-
can change the blades out on mine. So I could make mine sharper, I could make them duller, just depending.
But I don't know why you would want to make them duller.
I don't know. Some people do.
Oh yeah.
But I think we're gonna end this video here, guys. We'll start the next video here in like 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes.
Here shortly.
Here pretty shortly.
That way we can listen to music, because I'm kind of tired of not being able to listen to music for
Yeah.
copyright reasons.
So
And
we'll-
we can get a little bit more practice in.
we'll get back to you guys in part 3. Make sure and like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.